And the aliens can't read our brains. Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Bad here. And this week is the 20th anniversary of M. Night Shyamalan's third film, Signs, starring Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix, Abigail Breslin, and a young Rory Culkin playing the brother and sister. This was M. Night Shyamalan's third film after two massive hits. Well, Unbreakable wasn't a hit, it was a critically raved film. After coming off of the Sixth Sense and Unbreakable, M. Night Shyamalan came back with another twist of a movie, Signs. This one dealing with aliens coming to Earth and disrupting a farmhouse and their crop circle. And let's get into it. I think this is one of M. Night Shyamalan's best films. I think you got The Sixth Sense, you had Unbreakable, and then he came and did Signs. Right? He did a supernatural movie, then he did a superhero original film, then he did an alien invasion movie. He was on all cylinders. Like, back in the day in the early 2000s, when you heard the name M. Night Shyamalan, you ran to that theater. You ran to that theater to see that movie, no matter what. And, it was like you heard the name Spielberg, well, this was M. Night. You had Mel Gibson running on a high. This was actually Mel Gibson's last movie he acted in until 2010. But you had Joaquin Phoenix just coming off of Gladiator. I think this movie is great. I think this is still one of M. Night Shyamalan's best movies in his filmography. I think Mel Gibson plays a priest who has kind of lost faith after his wife died in a car accident. He's looking after his children, and then one day, someone knocked on the door and wondered why there's a giant, weird design in his crops. Joaquin Phoenix, like I said, he played the evil, Commodus and Gladiator. Here he gets to show a little bit more of his humor side, funny side. Swing away, Meryl. Great line. What I like about this movie too, it has a lot of tension, a lot of suspense. I mean, who in their mind, when they went and saw this movie, did not jump out of their seat at the birthday party scene? I still remember to this day, on August 2nd of 2002, I went with my buddies Foster and my friend Billy. We went to an afternoon screening before school, before summer ended and before the school year began. And we went and saw this movie, and I'm telling you, when that birthday party scene with the home video footage, and that alien just walked across between the two bushes, I am not joking you when I said I must have jumped 5 feet in the air. My popcorn went everywhere. I was just like, no movie, not any horror movie, has made me jump that high, ever. Then you had the whole scene in the pantry, when Mel Gibson goes to M. Night Shyamalan's house, and the alien is in the pantry, and his fingers come through the door. That's another great moment. And then near the end, when they're in the basement, and it goes all dark, and there's an alien in there. I mean, this movie is full of suspense, full of tension. The acting is great. Another thing what I like about this movie is they have a lot of great moments of just... I think the aliens are going to come and get me now. They have a lot of great moments of just quiet moments. I love the scene with Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix sitting on the couch just talking, and they just bring up signs, like, not because the movie is called Signs, but, in life, signs come, and they can be good signs or bad signs, depending on how you look at them, how you read them, and this is a sign, you know. And I'm not, I mean, there's a whole monologue that Mel Gibson gives, and it's really powerful. And not only that, you know, when people say, I don't understand this movie, it's so stupid. I mean, didn't the aliens know they were coming to a planet, like 75, 70%, 80% water, and they're allergic to water? Well, you see, no, because they've never been to this planet before, so they don't know that water is their weakness. And because in the movie they say they've been going to planet trying to take over it and then use up all the resources and then move on to another planet. Well, once again, like us human beings, we can't just go to another planet and start living on the planet. First of all, we would need to be in space suits in order to even be on the planet, because we couldn't live on that planet like we are now on Earth, because we would probably die. Okay? That's why they're trying to terraform Mars, because you can't live on Mars right now. So if another alien, so that's the thing, if aliens ever did come to Earth anyway, they might not even be able to survive our environment. Or, you know, we have a lot of bacteria, a lot of stuff that we as humans have learned to, you know, adapt, survive. You know, oxygen, we breathe oxygen. That lets us stay alive. Someone else can come here and breathe oxygen and die. I mean, so, and not only that, it's not about, oh, they're allergic to water. Well, once again, if you don't understand the meaning of the movie, Mel Gibson plays a priest. And he lost his faith. And then by the end of the movie, he gets his faith back. And what destroys the aliens? Water. And in religion and church, what's water to people? Like holy water. And what does holy water do to bad people? It burns them. Like the devil. You know? That's why when you see exorcist movies, and they spray, you know, holy water, and they start burning. Okay? So it's not about, oh, they're allergic to water. It's water, alien, bad, devil, human, priest. Throw water on devil. Okay? Get it? Alright, so I hope you understand the meaning of the signs now. 20 years later. But overall, this is a great movie. Well paced, only like an hour and 40-minute movie. The score by James Newton Howard is another excellent score in the movie. Like in the acting by Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix, great. Suspense out the roof. And like I said, overall, it's another great movie for M. Night Shyamalan. You know, like I said, when a director like I said, that's why he was being called Spielberg of the time. It's not that he was making movies on the same level as Spielberg. He was doing all kinds of movies that were different and nailing them. Like I said, he did a supernatural movie with The Sixth Sense. With The Sixth Sense. Then he does a superhero movie that's an original, not based on a comic book or anything. He nails that. Then he comes in and does an alien invasion movie and nails that. It's like, and I also like The Village. I'm not here to talk about that, but are there some issues with that movie? Yeah. But overall, to me, that's another, it might be a little bit of a lower bar compared to the first three, but that's still pretty high up there. But yeah, if you haven't seen Signs in 20 years, I would say go back and watch it. I think the only thing in this movie that gives a minor negative is once we see the alien, it's in CGI. And obviously the CGI back then wasn't perfect. And probably even now doesn't hold up that well. But that's about it. The CGI alien that we see for like maybe a minute is the only downside of this movie. Overall, this was a great M. Night Shyamalan movie, and I hope you go back and watch it, because on August 2nd will be the 20th anniversary. Anyway, Matt here. That's all.